Hey, today I'm bringing you my second deck profile, and it's Gravekeepers. Alright, let's get right into it. So what I'm running is two copies of Gravekeeper Spear Soldier. He's just, for piercing, and he can be sided out. He's not really, you know, the engine of the deck anyways. And two Commandant. He's good for searching on Necrovalley, of course. And I'm running three Descendant. I like running a lot of Gravekeeper monsters. And his effect is basically tribute one Gravekeeper to pop one. I'm running three Gravekeeper Spy. She's quite good. When she's flipped, I get to special summon a Gravekeeper monster, so that's pretty useful in the deck. I run three Recruiter. If I need to, I can just side it out. He's good. At the same time, he's not very important. Headman. This card, when it's summoned, I get to special summon one Gravekeeper from the grave. I can, set it, so I can get a Spy, I can get a Recruiter, and then link off or something. He's quite useful. I got two Effect Veiler. Because, just dealing with pesky opponent effects, and, it's a useful card. Stop your opponent's play in its tracks. Usually these days, decks just, kind of go on for hours during their turn. Not literally. If you play two copies of Gravekeeper's Spiritualist. Yeah, so once she's normal summoned and Necrovalley's on the field, usually people, or me as well, just kind of, use her to fuse. That's her effect, and you can get the, Gravekeeper's fusion boss. He's pretty useful. I'm running one Ash. Might bump it up to two. Gravekeeper's Ambusher. He's kind of trash. He's just got 1700 attack. With Necrovalley gives 2200, so it's easy to beat over opponent's monsters. Gravekeeper's Guard. I'm running one because he's like a pulse. You flip him and he could send a monster. It's kind of trash. Visionary. A lot of people I don't see running him. He's pretty powerful in this deck. Late game he can just kind of beat over anything, and he's hard to kill if you got a lot of Gravekeepers in your hand. The Watcher, just to stop hand traps, basically, and if I notice my opponent's not playing with hand traps, I can always side him out. I'm running one Raiden, multi-dimensional kaiju. He's good for dealing with things, DPE, Destiny Hero, Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, also Dragoon, bosses like that, you just tribute and you're ready to go. Gores, Gores is Gores, right? He's just kind of like a hand trap. He doesn't really see much play. I'm running him though. This is the 10-star Gravekeeper's Oracle. He's like a boss monster. Not a lot of people use him. At the same time, once you're going for your fusion summon, you can use him as a material, and your boss monster will be pretty strong. So, other than that, he can easily be sided out. So onto the spell and traps. I'm running Hidden Temples of the Necrovalley. Basically what it does is it can only be activated if a Gravekeeper and Necrovalley are on the field. and neither pair can special summon monsters except Gravekeeper's monsters, which isn't too bad. Stops a lot of extra decks. I run 1 poly instead of 3 spiritualist, just cause you know, it's spiritualist takes up one of your normal summons. So. This card, well, it's not banned, so I got it. You know, Gravekeeper still return 2 Gravekeeper monsters in your graveyard and add them to your hand. Can come in handy in a few situations. Gravekeeper also not banned, so it's right there. I got 3 copies of Necro Valley Throne. It's a good card. It's got 2 effects and it allows me to add 1 Gravekeeper monster from my deck to my hand, effectively acting as a search. Or I can immediately, after this effect resolves, normal summon 1 Gravekeeper monster, effectively acting as a double summon. Useful. 3 Necro Valleys. It's needed. Some people only run 2. I'm running 3. It's you know, the heart of the deck right here. What does it do if you don't know? Well, Necro Valley makes all Gravekeeper monsters gain 500 attack and defense, as well as making monsters or cards in either player's graveyard not being able to be removed from play or affected by anything. They can't just be moved willy-nilly here and there. I'm running 2 Tombs of the Necro Valley. It's quite powerful. It just requires there to be a Necro Valley and a Gravekeeper monster, and then pretty much negates a whole bunch of stuff. I run 1 Necro Valley Temple. Again, another card that can easily be sided out. It just, basically what it does is it lowers my opponent's monster's attack and def by 500. Also, if I don't have Necro Valley up, I can, activate 1 from my graveyard during the main phase. And this card, well, and again, for helping deal with boss monsters. Onto the side deck. So I'm running 1 Nightmare Cerberus. He's good, Nightmare Phoenix. Wee Witch's Apprentice. 1 Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess. She effectively negates, a whole bunch of stuff. I've only brought out 1 and I won that duel, so it's just a new deck. I run Big Eye. He's good. With cores I can get him. With the fusion, if I got an extra 1, I could get him just to steal, and he's a good card. Evil Swarm Exton Knight. Situationally will allow me to destroy all other cards on the field by detaching 1 material. Quick effect as well. Utopia the Lightning and Utopia for that combo there. There's a whole bunch of 4 stars, so making rank 4s is not too hard. Gaga Cowboy. Tornado Dragon. Tornado Dragon just for, popping the back row, of course. Castell. He's good. He can shuffle 1 monster on the field back into the deck, effectively dealing with boss monsters. Silent Monarch. Just have it there. And 3 is the boss. And there's his effect there if you need to read it. And that is my Gravekeeper's deck at this time. I hope everybody has enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.